Hello and welcome to yet another episode of 30 Days Marathon into discussing 30 important questions singles must ask while dating or courting. Welcome to episode number 12. And episode number 12, we are discussing the 12th question in this journey. And this is question number 12. What are your expectations regarding intimacy and physical affection? What are your expectations regarding intimacy and physical affection? And this is question number 12 in our 30 days marathon journey into discussing 30 important questions singles must ask while dating or courting. And I want to remind you, being single is a blessing, and being single, it's an awesome time. And if you are still single, you are blessed because you still have all the time. You still have all the time and all the opportunity to make the right choice. Before you say, yes, I do, you will be saying so with the right person. I want to tell at the beginning of this very video, if you need counseling, relationship counseling, or if you are in a place where you have some people, you want us to organize sessions of, seminars or webinars with them, please get to me. You may even go ahead to choose the topic you want us to discuss, and I will simply charge you the fee. And once you pay that, we are good to go. All right, let's begin our journey today in discussing question number 12 in this journey, as we discussed 30 important questions singles must ask while dating or courting. And we say question number 12 is, what are your expectations regarding intimacy and physical affection? It's important that at the beginning of every relationship, the terms and the expectations be discussed so that you'll be able to know how far is too far. So the first thing, why it's important to ask the person you are dating or courting their expectations regarding intimacy and physical affection is to enable both of you to establish mutual consent. It enables both of you to establish mutual consent. Understanding each other's boundaries and comfort levels regarding intimacy ensures that both partners are on the same page and provide mutual consent. And this creates a foundation of respect and trust within the relationship. You must be able to dialogue and come to a point where both of you will say, this is how far we can go. At what level of this relationship is a handshake enough? At what level of this relationship can we accept an embrace? At which level of this relationship is a kiss acceptable? At which level of this relationship is sex acceptable? And so you should be able, depending on who you are, if you are Christians, of course, you know what to do. You know that sex is only acceptable when both of you say, yes, I do. And that there are some levels of physical intimacy or physical affection that you cannot show at a certain level in that relationship, because it can lead to some serious issues, which can lead to a breakdown in your principles or breakdown even in the relationship or the relationship you're trying to build together. And boundaries are very, very important. And you don't get into a relationship where you accept everything or anything just because you want to keep the other person. Any relationship in which your boundaries are not respected, then it is not a healthy relationship. You should not be in a relationship where you give up everything and the other person doesn't give up anything. There should be boundaries set. And they are not universal boundaries. Two of you have to get together, establish what is acceptable, what is not acceptable as far as intimacy and physical affection is concerned. Reason number 2 why it's important to know how your other person looks at intimacy and physical affection, it helps you to build trust and respect. It helps you to build trust and respect. Discussing expectations regarding physical affections demonstrates respect for your partner's feelings and boundaries. It fosters trust by showing that you care about their comfort and are willing to communicate openly and honestly. Someone who loves you should care about your comfort, should care about your boundaries, should not get into your private space, should not kind of take on them the liberty to do just anything, anytime, just because you love them. And if they really love you, they should be willing to, build trust and respect to that point where they respect what you set as boundaries. Reason number 2 why it's important to ask their expectations as far as intimacy and physical affection is concerned is to avoid miscommunication. Without clear communication about expectations, misunderstandings can arise, leading to discomfort or even conflict. Clarifying each other's desires and boundaries helps prevent miscommunication and promotes a healthier relationship dynamic. Do you want to avoid miscommunication in your relationship? Then talk it out. Tell that person what you're comfortable with, and tell that person what you are not comfortable with. And of course, as relationship progresses, there are things we may get more and more comfortable into discussing about as far as intimacy and physical affection is concerned. When talking to people who are about 2 weeks to their wedding or 1 week to their wedding, there are levels even counselors can take the discussion. There are levels counselors can take discussion. They will talk a little bit more openly about sexuality, about, certain things that involve the romantic dynamics in relationship, but that cannot come at the beginning of a relationship that still has a year ahead of them before they say, yes, I do, or 6 months. There are things you let in the more you progress in your relationship. And in order to avoid miscommunication or sending even the wrong signals at the early stage of your relationship, it's important that you have a discussion as to what that person expects regarding intimacy. If they are for a no sex before marriage, you have to respect their boundaries. And of course, as a Christian and as a pastor, this is what I would prescribe. Of course, that's what I will prescribe. Don't rush into sex before marriage, because this has destroyed so many people. Number 4 reason why it's important to discuss and ask the other person their expectations when it comes to intimacy and physical affection is that it enhances emotional connection. Of course, when you are able to discuss or understanding each other's expectations, allow both partners to engage in physical affections in ways that deepen their emotional bond and satisfaction without violating the bubble of the other person. And finally, it promotes relationship satisfaction. Results shows that or suggests that alignment in expectations regarding physical affection contributes to higher relationship satisfaction. When both partners feel understood and respected in terms of their intimacy preferences, they are more likely to feel satisfied and fulfilled in their relationship. When people feel you understand them, when they feel you respect them, when they feel you care about their comfort levels, that makes them more satisfied in the relationship they are building with you. So you need to have this discussion. What do you expect when it comes to intimacy and affection? How far is too far? How far can you permit this? How far can we go with this? And when you have this discussion at the early stage of your relationship, nobody takes advantage of the other one, even in moments of vulnerabilities, because there are rules you work with, there are boundaries you must respect, and you must also respect the comfort level of that other person you are dating or courting. Do you need a personal relationship coach? Do you want somebody to help you in a relationship with your better half as you walk to the journey, planning to say yes I do, then you can get to me. We can arrange sessions. Of course, they are paid sessions, and I'll be able to walk you through your relationship challenges and help you so that you blend well until you say yes I do, and of course well beyond that. Are you willing or ready to organize some seminars and have talks, or have me talk with some people, whether they're single or married? Get to me and we are going to have a discussion about that. See you in the 13th episode of our 30 days marathon journey to discussing 30 important questions singles must ask while dating or courting. Until I see you again, this is your friend, Pastor Divine. Shalom.